Hey guys, this week we are focusing on the letter R, and this is what's on our shelves. Here I have a little size sequencing activity, just some river rocks, and they can be balanced or laid out depending on what they want to do. So it's a little bit of spatial awareness as well as motor control for the stacking. Over here I have the short bead stair 1 through 5. I have the little numbers here. I'm going to be working on this with my almost 3-year-old. Down here is the baby's shelf. Sorry, let me get that in focus for you. A little grasping toy for him, as well as a little red discovery basket. I have a flower, a rattle ball, a rattle egg shaker, and then a car. So there are a couple different texture experiences for him, just sensory with the rattle, and then the motor skill with the car. Over here we are still enjoying our hundreds board. I've separated out by tens over here so that it's a little faster for my almost 5-year-old to do, and he is just really loving the hundreds board. Over here, let me kind of pull it out so you can see. This is just some little printables I got from, I think it was from Every Star is Different, and these are just some little basic addition problems, kind of mimicking the bead bars, and so he'll just indicate which letters right, which numbers is the correct sum, and then the answer I've written on the back for him to check his work. Down here for Play-Doh this week, we are making roses. Got my little Play-Doh and little picture for a guide. The shapes that we are working on this week, I've been finding that the kids are having trouble differentiating between squares and rectangles. So we're doing kind of a joint shape tray, rectangle, square, and then I have some popsicle sticks that they can build squares and rectangles as well. Whoopsies. And then over here we have our morning basket that we do every morning. We have our sandpaper letters. Whoops. See if I can get our verse, our fabric letter, which is red. We have a rhinoceros, a raccoon, a ring, and a rabbit, as well as our magnetic letters. And that's a little leapfrog thing that plays a little song. They like to sing the song that goes with the letter. And then we have our poetry book that we're going through, and we usually do about a page a day. Over here, we've turned the salt tray into a little Zen garden, and I have rocks for them to make different designs in the salt, and I have some little cards for ideas of what kind of designs to make. I've got like zigzags, straight lines, and then a swirl. And if they want to, I'm going to encourage them to also do any letter shapes. Over here, we are moving on to Australia, studying the continent of Australia this week. And I'm going to introduce with just some Australia animals and our map, and then we have our little world map down here to get a better idea of where it's from. A little Australia book, and then we have some 3-part cards to go along with our little Australia animals. Down here, we have just some coloring pages and little worksheets that they like to have fun with those. Fine motor skill of a little lacing card, Melissa and Doug. Got the letter on the back and the ring, the lacing on the front. Our book basket this week, this is probably the kids' most favorite thing, is reading books every day. So what we have this week is Peter Rabbit, The Big Red Barn, Who Said Red, Nelson Mole's Great Race, Ribbit, Little Red Riding Hood, and then we have some nursery rhymes, Mother Goose nursery rhymes. And that is it this week for what we have on our shelves. Thank you so much for